Republican Monica de la Cruz gave up her longtime insurance agency business to become one of the nearly 80 new House members in the 118th Congress. She told C-SPAN about her district along the southern border, her family's conservative roots, and about being the first Republican to ever represent the 15th Congressional District in Texas.
It's so exciting because not only am I the first Republican to represent District 15, but I'm also the first woman to represent District 15 in over 100 years. And what an honor it is.
What does that mean to you?
Well, it means so much to me that my community chose me to lead them and be the voice in Washington, D.C. for them. And what I ultimately hope to be is a role model to all children out there, boys and girls, to let them know in this great country, anything is possible. With hard work and with faith, anything can be done in this great country.
Why or what sparked you decide to run for office, for a public office?
So what motivated me to run for this office is I saw in 2019 how our Border Patrol agents, our customs agents were being treated by the Democratic Party and how they were often painted as the villain in the story. Being in a district, in a community that has a large Border Patrol sector in our country, a large presence, we see the hard work and sacrifice of these brave men and women, their sacrifice and love for this country, where they're putting their lives on the line each day for all Americans. In fact, just last month, we had one of our Border Patrol agents, Agent Raul H. Gonzalez Jr., actually die in the line of duty. He died for our country, and I didn't like the way they were being treated, so I said, I'm going to stand up and be their voice. And boy, did I stand up in a big way.
For people who aren't familiar, where is your district?
Our district begins on the south end in McAllen and Edinburgh, Texas, and that is on the border of the Rio Grande River in Hidalgo County, and then it shoots straight up to the area in between San Antonio and Austin, ending on the north end in Guadalupe County.
Did you always think you would run for office?
Never in a million years did I believe that I was going to be in this position. In fact, to the surprise of many people, I had not even run for PTA. So to go from a small business owner, a football and volleyball mom on the weekends, to being a congresswoman for this district was just such an honor, and I'm humbled to serve in this position now.
What was your business?
I was the owner of a small business in insurance and financial services. In fact, I've owned an agency and been in the industry for over 20 years. And sadly, I did have to give up that agency that I had built from the ground up in order to serve my country and my community.
Where do your conservative roots come from?
So my conservative roots come from my mother. She was a single mom, and my grandfather, who served honorably this country in the Navy. My brother served 20 years in the United States Air Force. So we have a family that is rooted in love of country, and that's on my mom's side. On my father's side, my grandfather was a Mexican farm worker who picked melons, and to see how great this country is, where you can go from such simple beginnings to being a leader in this great country, I hope inspires all men and women and young children to believe that the American dream is still alive and well.
How old are your kids?
My kids are 15 and 16.
And what do they think about their mom as a member of Congress?
Well, they are certainly proud of their mom. And I can tell you, though, what's great about having kids, especially teenage kids, is they're ready to humble you very quickly. Because the first words when I come home are not, how did things go in D.C., but when are you going to make us XYZ meal? So they're always ready for a home-cooked meal.